I've been to every country in the world, and I'm going to tell you about them. First thing that comes to mind, rapid fire. Number 1, Afghanistan. I absolutely love Banyan, the little mountain village in the center of the country. The best moment was in Kabul when I met that guy who took a portrait of me on that 100-year-old box camera. Number 2, Albania. I just went to the capital of Tirana, but it's a really cool place. I gotta get down to the beaches on my next visit. Number 3, Algeria. On the Mediterranean coast is a beautiful town called Constantine, which is a land of the bridges. A very peaceful place, and I just absolutely loved it. Number 4, Andorra. I actually am planning to meet the president of Andorra soon, but they have a beautiful little country with ski mountain slopes and beautiful nature. 5, Angola, Luanda, one of the most expensive cities in the entire world. I had 5 days there. I was completely blown away by the skyline. It was just like boom. 6, Antigua and Barbuda. Honestly, one of the more boring countries in the Caribbean, but that's just my opinion. Beautiful beaches, nice people, palm trees, scuba diving. That's all there is to it. 7, Argentina. Buenos Aires is one of the most beautiful cities in the world. You have the beautiful dancing and the good vibes and the colorful art districts. Number 8, Armenia. So I actually hitched a ride from a random taxi driver. And I crossed the border and I went into a town called Dilijan where I spent a retreat in the forest and walked around by myself, met some people. Interesting place, Armenia. 9, Australia. Went skydiving in Melbourne. That was the coolest thing in the Yarra Valley. Also, Sydney's a pretty cool place. 10, Austria, the home country of my grandfather. We are Austrian Jews. Vienna's a really cool place. I'm actually heading soon to Innsbruck and Salzburg. 11, Azerbaijan. That was my 100th country when I went. Baku is a crazy mix of Dubai with these funky, cool architecturally style buildings, but also Paris. It's like a cool little European town. 12, Bahamas. I went there when I was 12 years old. I stayed at the Atlantis Hotel with my parents. I remember seeing the sharks in the fish tank. I gotta go back to Nassau and go to swim with the pigs. That's what everybody does. 13, Bahrain. Okay, Manama is the capital. It's a very tiny place. There's one really cool building that I remember. And that's about it. 14, Bangladesh. Dhaka is a wild place. I've never experienced worse traffic in my entire life. There's a place called Star Kebab. It's a really delicious food place. Check it out. 15, Barbados. I remember I bought a toothpaste there. It cost $8.50. Not the cheapest place in the world. Nice people, cool vibe. 16, Belarus. When I went there, it was one of the hardest visas to get for Americans back in 2015. Now it's visa free. It's a really cool place. Now it's probably off limits, but I hope to go back. 17, Belgium. My favorite memory of Belgium was attending Tomorrowland Music Festival in 2015. Hoping to go again this summer. Belgium is a really cool country overall. Oh, and Bruges. Don't miss Bruges. 18, Belize. I was just there to meet the president, Mr. Gianni Briseño. Beautiful country. The best part was climbing the Mayan ruins called San Antonio. Unbelievably mind-blowing. 19, Benin. In West Africa, it is the home of Voodooism in a town called Ouida, which is like their Mecca. 20, Bhutan. One of the most peaceful countries in the world, surrounded by the two craziest countries, China and India. Bhutan is a little slice of happiness, and they eat really interesting cuisine. 21, Bolivia. Uyuni Salt Flats, one of the most incredible natural wonders in the world, and I also took Death Road all the way down like 4,000 meters. 22, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Mostar is one of the most beautiful cities in all of Eastern Europe. I absolutely loved it. It's a Muslim country in Europe, and I'm definitely planning to go back. 23, Botswana. I went on a safari in Tuli National Park in the southeastern part of the corner. To get out there, I need to go back to Southern Africa in general. Botswana is a beautiful country. 24, Brazil. My favorite memory was attending the 2016 Summer Olympics, attending the golf events, and just going down to Florianopolis in the south. 25, Brunei. I think you guys know my thoughts on Brunei. I've made videos about it before. Would I give it another chance? Yes, but it is not my favorite country in the world. 26, Bulgaria. I was actually scammed by a taxi driver in Sofia. He rigged the meter and he got charged like 100 euros for a 5-minute drive. 27, Burkina Faso. The capital of Ouagadougou is just a short drive away from this crocodile farm where people are living with crocodiles. And then Burkina Faso, I'm sitting on a crocodile. 28, Burundi. This Eastern African country is truly a gem. I went to this village and they had the drum ceremony and a lot of smiles in Burundi. 29, Cote d'Ivoire or Ivory Coast. Very French, very nice people, and I visited these rappers, this underground rap scene, and I made a story on it. That was pretty cool. Number 30, Cape Verde. Several different Portuguese-speaking islands, really cool vibes, cool fish markets, and good beer. 31, Cambodia. Obviously, you have Angkor Wat and Siem Reap. Phnom Penh, you have the killing fields, which are really interesting to learn about. And the best food in Cambodia is fish amok. 32, Cameroon. I was stuck there in the middle of a civil war between the French-speaking part and the English-speaking part, and I remember seeing like bullets and cars flipped over. That was pretty interesting.
Oh, those are all bullets.
So scary. 33, Canada. The second biggest country in the world in terms of area. I think Toronto is fantastic. I think Vancouver is equally fantastic. I need to get to Montreal. That is next on my bucket list. 34, Central African Republic. One of my favorite travel moments ever was spending 2 days with the pygmy tribe out in the middle of the forest. One of the pygmies said something really touching that I'll never ever forget.
See that he's happy to see you because you are different from them. You want to see how they are living. It's making me very happy.
35, Chad. I had a very rough time in Chad, but it was partly my fault because I took a photo of a kid and I wasn't supposed to. Definitely want to go back to the northern parts of Chad if they'll let me go back. Gotta give it another chance. 36, Chile. Obviously you have Santiago, which is beautiful, but if you go in the south and Punta Arenas, you have these fjords that are honestly more impressive than the fjords in Norway. 37, China. The Great Wall of China is fascinating. Fly to Beijing, take a taxi or a bus up to the Great Wall of China, and just sit there and enjoy. 38, Colombia. Bogota is cool and all, but you gotta get up to the Caribbean coast of Cartagena. Taking a horse ride across the street is something I will never forget. 39, Comoros. Off the southeastern coast of Africa, it's a chain of islands. Moroni is the capital. It's a Muslim country, and they have a cool volcano, a couple cool beaches. Number 40, Republic of Congo. Brazzaville is just another big city in Africa. Markets, a couple good restaurants. I actually got scanned, that's why I have this weird taste in my mouth about ours. 41, Costa Rica. Spent 2 weeks driving around that country, and I had absolutely amazing memories in Monteverde and also La Fortuna, where the volcano is, and in Taco Beach. 42, Croatia. Dubrovnik is fantastic, as is Split. Zagreb, just another capital city, but I recommend definitely going to Dubrovnik. That is the best place with the old medieval walls. 43, Cuba. Best country in the Caribbean, hands down. So different, so trapped in the past. Cigars, old cars. Cuba is so good. Talk cigars. Wow. 44, Cyprus. Nicosia is actually a city that is split on the border of southern Cyprus, northern Cyprus. The fascinating place, good cafes. Check it out. 45, the Czech Republic. I studied about in Prague. I kicked off the travel blog. Old Town Square, John Lennon Wall, the Groby Side Beer Garden, Namisi Miru, walk around the streets. It is the best city in Europe. 46, Democratic Republic of Congo. I was in Goma, which is in the eastern part. I was riding chukadoos. I was climbing Mount Nyiragongo to see the largest lava lake in the world.
That's a small eruption.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a small eruption.
Always happening?
We always have internal eruptions.
Insane. 47, Denmark. Copenhagen is just about as perfect as a city can get. Great biking place, nice parks, everybody speaks English well, good food. 48, Djibouti. Great name, great place to visit, off the beaten path. Not a lot going on, a lot of military bases. That part of Africa, the Horn of Africa, is fascinating. 49, Dominica. Deanna and I went there in 2016. We were feeding kids at elementary school, visiting them and staying at this beautiful Airbnb with all these red rocks on the ocean. 50, Dominican Republic. The place with a lot of culture, baseball, really good vibes. Mama Juana, which is an alcoholic beverage, but I love Samana, where the humpback whales go to mate. 51, Ecuador was one of my final 3 countries. Banos is cool, it's like the swing at the end of the world, but Cuenca is the most underrated city in South America. 52, Egypt. Amazing country, but terrible place to go if you're shooting videos. But the pyramids are great. The best city in Egypt is Aswan, down in the south on the Nile. 53, El Salvador. Not a dangerous country. I've been twice. I recently went back to do a story on the Bitcoin economy there. Cool beach towns, and San Salvador is a really nice place. 54, Equatorial Guinea. Fascinating place. A lot of corruption, a lot of poverty, but also a lot of really fancy houses and really fancy streets because they have a lot of oil money. I went out path into this village and these ladies put these really cool travel markers in my eyes. 55, Eritrea. Asmara is trapped in the 1950s with the Italian influence and the coffee shops. I freaking love Eritrea for the same reason that I love Cuba. 56, Estonia. They say that Tallinn is the most preserved medieval city in the world, and it is true. 57, Eswatini or Swaziland as they call it. I went on a safari down there. I stayed in the nature reserve. This little exclave within South Africa, so it's easy to visit. Mountainous, beautiful. 58, Ethiopia. One of the top 5 countries in Africa. You have Gondar in the north, where you have a big Jewish community up there. Of course, the Oma Valley, where the most beautiful humans live on this planet. 59, Fiji. As good as it gets. Great food, great hotels, golf, beaches, the Azores Islands. Fiji is just the best. 60, Finland. Craziest language, even crazier than Hungarian. I can't understand anything they say. I plan to go up north to Lapland on my next next visit to Finland. 61 France, just a place that I haven't fully connected with, although this summer I'm planning to go there. You guys stories from France. I've been there like 10 times. I can't understand France. Maybe help me. 62 Gabon. I love Gabon. I visited my buddy there. We went to get street food and that lady cooked the
There's dumpling in Africa.
Gabon is also the place where I tried Eboga.
If you eat this, you're gonna be screwed up. You're gonna be really screwed up. This one, you're gonna be really screwed.
63 Gambia. It's a tiny country. You can literally walk across it in between Senegal, not like around Gambia. 64 Georgia, a country that is near and dear to my heart. My friend Bear lives there. He went down to Batumi on the Black Sea. It's just a magical place. Stayed in a really amazing hotel. 65 Germany. I've been to Germany like 15 to 17 times. I love it. Berlin is cool, Leipzig is cool, Dusseldorf, Bonn, Frankfurt. I plan to always be going back there. 66 Ghana. My last country that I ever visited. Favorite part was going in the northwestern village called Umsi and meeting Wiala, the local superstar. 67 Greece. I actually spent my 21st birthday in Mykonos and there's a photo of me with a huge 150-euro drink on the beach. Greece is great. 68 Grenada. A cool little island, good Caribbean reggae vibes. The airport is really cool. I stayed like 2-minute walk from my hotel. That is not something that you get to say often. 69 Guatemala. Lake Atitlán is absolutely beautiful, as is Antigua. Picture perfect place. Haven't been to Tikal yet though. Those are my rumors. Gotta get there soon. 70 Guinea. Conakry is a rough place. We were there during a coup, so that's my memories of Conakry. I had to get in and I had to get out.
I want to believe in like good human spirit, and this just goes against all that. It's disheartening.
71 Guinea-Bissau. Very hot. The capital of Bissau has one cool street. All these like old rotten buildings with like windows busted out. I watched my friend playing a soccer game. 72 Guyana. I think that Georgetown is my least favorite place in South America. It's an English-speaking country. Did have a cool market there in town. I didn't get to go to the Amazon, but maybe next time. 73 Haiti. So Haiti is one country that I gotta go back to because I went there on a cruise ship when I was like 17 with my family. So I did get to go there. I drove around in a car, but I just didn't really get the full experience of Haiti. 74 Honduras. Roatan Island is perfect. Rent a car, drive around. Went scuba diving there. That was great. And I love the Honduran hospitality. It's different than the rest of Central America. 75 Hungary. Can't go wrong with Budapest. I've been there maybe 8 times. Lake Balaton is wonderful in the summer if you can get a chance to stay by the lake. And I can check a These cheers. 76 Iceland. Just went back there with my editing team. Played golf in the midnight sun. I teed off at 12. Finished at like 3 a.m. That was mind blowing. 77 India. I spent 4 months in India. The worst moment was getting in a bus crash where 2 people died. But the best part was Jaisalmer, taking a camel ride almost to the Pakistani border. 78 Indonesia. The land of 20,000 plus islands. There's so many things to do. Personally, I think Bali is a bit overrated. Head down to Sumba Island for a different experience. 79 Iran. Absolute favorite country in the world. You guys have just seen the series that I posted for my second trip to Iran. It is a home of hospitality. The place where East meets West. The best place is definitely Esfahan. That square is just fantastic. That's it on Nakona. 80 Iraq. Babylon. Oh my god. And Shabai. Those marshlands where the marsh Arabs live. Probably top 15 favorite countries in the world. Oh, and of course, Batakhan's laugh. 81 Ireland. Dublin is fantastic. Go down to Bar Temple, which the Irish are just exactly how the stereotypes tell them to be. Love to have a good old crack. 82 Israel. Fascinating place. You have Jews, you have Muslims, you have Christians, all living side by side in Jerusalem. Tel Aviv is a great city with amazing bars and nightlife, and that's definitely a country that I will always be returning to. 83 Italy. Italy is great. I don't know where to start. Rome. Walk around Rome, get lost in the different side streets, and that is the best thing you could possibly do in Italy. Eat a lot of pizza and pasta and drink a lot of cappuccino. 84 Jamaica. Montego Bay is a dream. Definitely recommend getting to the outskirts of Jamaica. Going to the Rastafarian villages on the mountains. That is just the coolest place, the Rastas. 85 Japan. Kyoto's amazing. Zen temples. Get yourself a bicycle, ride around, go temple hopping. Of course, sushi, sake, ramen, all the above. Okonomiyaki. Can you guys tell I'm being delirious right now? It's all coming off the dome. 86 Jordan. Probably the safest country in the Middle East. Get down to Petra, one of the most stunning rock formations, half on cliff, half carved tombs out of rock. Ride yourself a camel and get one of those turbans. 87 Kazakhstan. Cool country. I can't forget that time that I was thrown into a police car for taking a photo of one of the monuments. Interesting place to eat horse meat. It's very cold. It's probably one of the coldest I've ever been in my life. We're standing here on the main drag, the main street here in 88 Kenya, home of one of the best safari countries in the world. Nairobi and Kisumu, which is on Lake Victoria. I went there and did a bunch of charity work, cutting water and making wells for some of the schools out there. English speakers, great place. 89 Kiribati, country in the South Pacific that many people have never heard of. Ready to go underwater from climate change and met some really cool people there. Had a great time in Kiribati. 90 Kosovo. Pristina, the capital, is great. They're Muslims and they love Americans because of what happened in the war. I know this is very controversial with Serbians, so if you're Serbian, I love you too. Let's all be friends. 91 Kuwait. Really cool country. It's really hot though, so go in the winter months, please, in December. Go to the bazaars, eat the people, and it's just a really cool place. Also the Twin Towers. On that note, quick intermission from my hotel room here in Kuwait City. I just filmed an amazing story about the world's hottest city. It was 131 degrees Fahrenheit today. If you want to see more cool travel content, click that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. I have amazing trips planned all around the world, and also like and comment on this video. I do read all of your messages. All right, back to the video. 92 Kyrgyzstan. Did you know that 90% of Kyrgyzstan is covered by mountains? And they also live in yurts. Peaceful place. Bishkek is a wonderful capital city. 93 Laos. Luang Prabang is a really fascinating place. Cool little Buddhist temple, great views, and cheap massages. And the thing to do at night is to go bowling, believe it or not. 94 Latvia. Riga is an underappreciated capital city in Europe. It is a very preserved medieval town. But the best place was a town called Sigulda, where I actually went bungee jumping. 95 Lebanon. Oh, one of my favorites. Beirut is a buzzing city, one of the best nightlifes in the world. Baalbek, you have these amazing ruins. I feel so bad for the people, everything they've gone through. They're resilient and they will come out on top. And the food is the best. 96 Lesotho, another country that is enclaved by South Africa. Beautiful mountain tribes up there that have these really cool hats. And I went to these cave homes. Also, I drink this palm beer.
So this is the child's blanket.
It's very sour. 97 Liberia, a country that is modeled after the United States political system. I hiked to the top of this abandoned hotel. That was definitely the highlight of Liberia. 98 Libya, the hardest visa to get for Americans and most other passports. Tripoli is a very underrated place with Italian architecture. It's a place called Leptis Magna, the most preserved Roman ruins. 99 Liechtenstein, a country that I'm about to attempt to walk across. Vaduz is the capital. I couch surfed there last time with a guy named Simon. Really cool place, kind of like Switzerland. 100 Lithuania. I have Lithuanian roots.